Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our public hearing. This public hearing was posted on the Guam Daily Post on February 12th and on February 17th in accordance to Guam Open Government Law. This hearing that we'll be hearing is on two different applications, and will be heard by the Hagat Municipal Planning here on Wednesday, January 19th at 5:30. I'm sorry, February 19th at 5:30 p.m. here at the Hagat Community Center at the mayor's office. The first application that we'll be hearing is for zone change application number 22-01 from Guam Capital Investment Corporation, and it's for a zone change from M2 to M1. The zone will allow for conversion of vacant commercial spaces on the second floor of the to be used for a 6 multi-family dwelling unit on portion of lot 236-REM, parcel number 9, number 11, and number 13 in Hagat. The second request for the public hearing is for a request for conditional use permit application number 2024-12 by Jeremy and Rosalind Ralph in an R1 zone to allow for operation of a short-term vacation rental on an existing family dwelling on lot 194-2-2-3 in Hagat. We'll now begin with the first hearing from Mr. Beneventi for the zone change application for Guam Capital Investment Corporation.
Thank you, Mayor. We're here on behalf of Guam Capital Investment Corporation to seek zone change for a portion of lot 236-REM and all of parcels number 9, 11, and 13. Just to take you to the location, we have a slide. The pink roof is the Inn on the Bay complex, and the project site is across the street. You can locate the two structures. In green is where the project site is, and the warehouse in the back. We'll get another slide that makes it clearer. This slide shows the whole of the property, 236-REM. We are seeking a rezoning of only a portion of 236-REM, and we'll show you that too. Again, this is all of 236-REM. The orange stripe is Route 2. In on the bay is the red roof structure across the street. And this green structure is part of project site. We're calling this building A. It's a 1-story building. We're calling this structure building B. It's a 2-story building. And this white roof building is an existing warehouse on the property. The rest of the property is vacant. And on the back side is the river, Mossy River. This next slide is a picture. Let me just turn off the light for a second. This gray mass is Route 2. This is the entrance to Hagat Point. On the left is the 1-story building that we're referring to as Building A. Straight ahead in this picture is the 2-story building. We're referring to this as Building B. The plan is to convert the vacant 2nd-story spaces of Building B to apartment units. And to do that, we need to, it cannot be done in an M1 zone. So GCIC is requesting to rezone this portion of the property from M2 to M1 so that they can accomplish that. This is the sign that's out there right now. This is required by the Land Use Commission. It's on the ground right now, and we're just leaving it on the ground because every time there's high winds, it gets knocked down. Malware knocked it down. So we just leave it on the ground, but it's still neatly kept. It's not grassy or rotten. On the right side, here is the sign that everybody can see from the highway, Agate Point. This is the zoning map. As you can see, the big bold outline is the property 236-Ram. Across the street where, on the bay is, as you see, the C stands for a commercial zone. South of it is A zone, but all of this lot is zone M2. And there are three little slivers of land inside this property, parcel 13, 12, parcel 13, 11, and 9. And these are leftover pieces, and I'll show you more in the upcoming slide. This is a more detailed graphic of the subject area. Again, in big bold outline is the big lot, 236-RAM, presently zone M2. And they only want to rezone this portion basically from where the parking lot is and back to the back side of the property line. And these are the existing buildings there. In pink is building A, yellow is building B. This is the two-story building where the apartments are going to be. And this blue building is the existing warehouse. Again, we're just going to rezone a portion of this lot in this, shown in that configuration. This is a blow up of that portion. So you see M1 here and M2. So should this application be approved, hereafter this portion of the property will be M1 and the rest of the property will be M2. This is the property map, and we'll get into more details, but over here is the Nassau River. When this easement was taken, there were three remnants, three pieces that were left over, and the owner still owns them, and these are parcel 9, 11, and 13, and of course 236-RAM. So that's why when you see 236-RAM, you see number 9, number 11, number 13. These those three remnants that were leftovers, were too small to become useful and oddly configured to become useful, and they're just incorporated into this lot, still owned by GCIC. So this is a proposed, what the final map will look like should this be approved. You see the M2 portion will remain here, and the M1 portion, including those three remnant lots, will become M1. Again, this is a larger map of, this is a blow up of what I just showed you. This is the future M1 zone. This is a remnant of lot 11. Okay, this is 9, and 13 is this little sliver of land over here. So in summary, the zone change, again, I've said it many times, we zone the M2, a portion of the M2 to M1 and all of parcels 9, 11, and 13 to allow for 6 multifamily units on the second floor of the existing two-story building. I'll just take it back and put it to the, and that concludes my presentation. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer.
Are there any questions from, we've heard this presentation a few times before bringing on their MPC. For anyone that may be listening live or maybe viewing the YouTube live on a later time and date, for the record, the documents of the application has been submitted here at our office for public review if needed. Thank you, Mr. Dean, for your presentation. Move on to now hearing the second request for conditional use permit application number 2024-.
Good evening. Thank you, Mayor, and council members for attending. Thank you for your time. This is an application for conditional use of a short-term vacation rental, STVR, on lot number 194-2-2-3, residential R1 zone, municipality of Hagat. And it's a property close to Hagat Marina. We did it up, and it's being used by tourists and some residents for gatherings. It's been operational for a few years. We have had no issues with our neighbours and are with running it as a short-term vacation rental. This application is to bring the short-term vacation rental up to compliance with Guam laws. Presently, there are over 300 short-term vacation rentals on Guam, and 99% of those have not received conditional use yet because they haven't made applications yet. Hopefully you don't get too many, too busy. The house is serviced by Guam Water Authority and GPA, and everything is running smoothly, no PCs, any difficulty with having it as a residential short-term vacation rental. Does anyone have any questions? And I have submitted a report, which is available for people to look at the Hagat Mayor's office here. Thank you for your time.
Once again, for the record, if any one would listening live at a later time or date or now, the application has been submitted to our office for any public review or public comment. Again, if there's no further questions, we will now adjourn the meeting at 5:40.